Hey there guys, Matthew Rowney here and welcome to another video here from me on Hermits United. Today I've got another box set review for you guys, but it is probably of the most beautiful box set that I own. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Bond 50 Blu-ray box set. So guys, as always, I'm just going to quickly talk to you a little bit about the box set before I take a look at it. So the Bond 50 Blu-ray I got off eBay for 80 quid, which a few people might think is very expensive, but if you consider what you get inside, you get 22 Bond films, all the way from Dr. No up into Quantum of Solace. The Blu-ray, £80 off eBay, probably the cheapest place you'll find it. On Amazon, it was going for probably over 100. I checked on the local HMV website and it's going for about 70 quid in HMV, so that's a good place I'd go to get it. I didn't get mine off HMV because I'm too lazy and I'm very impatient. But yeah, £80 for this Blu-ray I think is really worth it. If you've checked the prices of the normal DVD box set, it's only about 40 quid, which is incredibly cheap, but there is a massive, massive difference between the DVD version of this and the Blu-ray, which I'll talk about later on. So yeah, definitely well worth your money. So now, let's take a look. So starting off with a feature that you get both on the DVD and the Blu-ray set is this little, I call it a cardboard sleeve. Now of course it's different on the DVD set because the DVD set's a different shape, but what you get on them is relatively the same. Of course at the top there's the Blu-ray logo in case you'd forgotten that you'd bought a Blu-ray. In the corner there you've got the 15 certificates. Now at the back, this is what would be behind the set. There is a lovely little feature which has a little credit on each of the films that are in the box set, including the producer, the director and all that stuff, which I think is just an absolutely lovely little addition. On the back, this is what tells you what you're getting in the box set itself. So it says celebrating 50 years of 007 at the top. If you want to read that paragraph, then just pause the video. What is contained inside the box set is just astonishing. 22 films on Blu-ray from Dr. No to Quantum of Solace. A disc holder for Skyfall, because of course Skyfall wasn't released at this point, but they reserved a little space for it anyway, which I think is a lovely addition. Over 120 hours of extras, including in-depth behind-the-scenes interviews, cast and crew commentaries, and more about each film, and then an all-new bonus disc, which I believe was exclusive to the Blu-ray, correct me if I'm wrong. That is what the Blu-ray set will look like, and this is what you'll get on the bonus disc. You've got the World of Bond, which has title sequences, gadgets, villains, Bond girls, locations, and Bond in motion. You've also got Being Bond, which is a few interviews with each of the men that have portrayed James Bond, and then Designing 007, 50 years of Bond style, with loads of copyright information on the bottom. So yeah, for a box set that you're going to be getting for 80 quid, this Blu-ray has so many amazing features, it's astonishing. So now on to what we've all been waiting for, the Blu-ray set itself, which just looks utterly beautiful. Honestly, it is the most beautiful box set I own, and like I said before, the DVD, it's very clunky, and the problem with the DVD set is that unlike this one, it's not slim, it's not thin, and I think this set personifies James Bond and the franchise of the films perfectly, whereas if the DVD set, it's a cube, it's very straight, it's portrait, it's very clunky, very ugly. This is slick, it's suave, it's smart, just like the character itself. So on the front, as you can see there, it's got celebrating 5 decades of Bond with the 007 logo, Bond 50, and then it's got a few of the Bonds on the front. I just love the contrast between the gold, the silver, the black, and the white. It's just so James Bond, and it's so smart. Of course, the Bond itself, as you can see, is in this beautiful silver glossy writing there, which is gorgeous, and then in the background it's got the gun barrel, which is famous in the James Bond films, but it's in gold, of course symbolising the golden anniversary, and it's got Roger Moore, Sean Connery, Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan there. And on the right hand side it's swapped over and it's got 50 in this gold glossy writing, and then it's got the barrel but in black and white with George Lazenby and Timothy Dalton on the front there. So yeah, the front is just utterly beautiful and it personifies James Bond to a T. On the side it continues with this very smart simplistic black theme with the 50 years logo, the 007 gun celebrating 5 decades of James Bond with the MGM and Blu-ray disc logo at the bottom. On the back again, very simplistic, it's just a simple black glossy colour with the 50 years logo celebrating 50 years of 007 at the bottom. And finally, on the right hand side, this is where the two box sets are slipped inside. Of course, it has Bond 50 and the years that the box sets contain, which we'll take a closer look at now. So taking a look at the first box set, which is from 1962 to 1981, also worth noting the slipcase. It's a brilliant material, it's really, really thick cardboard, so there's nothing to worry about there, and it's the same for both of these. So looking at the first box set, which is the Bond 50 from 1962 to 81, and on the front it has exactly the same theme and logo as the other one, except it's in black and white, which, like I said before, perfectly personifies the films inside. The old Bond films were, of course, very much more simple. The formula was much more similar. You know, it was Bond versus a big villain. He pulls off some amazing stunts. You know, he sleeps with a few women and defeats the villain in the end. Nowadays, the modern ones are much more colourful when it comes to the character. It's much more complex, much more character-based. But the old ones are very simple, and that is personified by the look of this box set, which is in this beautiful black and white writing on the front. On the side, like we saw before, it has Bond 50, 1962 to 1981. On the back, again, it's a gorgeous black glossy colour with the list of the first 12 films that are on this box set there in black and white with the 50 years logo at the bottom. So now taking a look inside, now the layout and the theme is the same throughout both of these box sets, but I've got to say this is another reason to why I prefer the Blu-ray over the DVD set. The DVD set, like I said, it's clunky, it's portrait, and when you open it up, I've seen other reviews on YouTube and I've seen pictures on Google, so go and check them out if you want to see for yourself. But yeah, you open it up, it's got a picture of the Bond on the left like this, but of course it's not as a landscape, it's much more square and portrait. And it's got like discs that are on these, you know when you have, like in normal DVDs, the discs like in this plastic casing, they're like that, and it's just disc, 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 you know, turn the page, disc it, and it's very repetitive, it's very simple, it's very boring. But like I said, this personifies Bond in a perfect way. So on the left there, same on each page, you know, you've got the picture of the Bond, in this case Sean Connery, and then you've got pictures from the films that are on this page. And then the theme on the right hand side there, you've got the Bond girl that is in the film, the year it was brought out, and then the disc with obviously the 007 logo, and then the title of the film there. So you've got Dr. No, and then you've got From Russia with Love. Turning over there, again you've got Sean Connery, and then you've got Goldfinger and Thunderball. Next we have George Lazenby, bless him, and then we have You Only Live Twice and his only film, which was on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Now moving on to the brilliant Roger Moore, where you've got a picture of him there with Diamonds Are Forever and Live and Let Die. Dun, dun. Again we've got Roger Moore, and this time we've got The Man with the Golden Gun and The Spy Who Loved Me. Again Roger Moore, and this time you've got Moonraker and For Your Eyes Only. And then the box set finishes by finishing a beautiful, simplistic, black, glossy look yet again. Now moving on to the second box set, which is of course the much more modern one from 83 to 2012. The same layout, except Bond 50 this time is in gold. Again, it personifies this era very well. Of course, Bond has started to get much more colourful, much more in-depth. It's not as cliched nowadays, it's much more character-based, as you saw in Skyfall, for instance. So yeah, once again, the look personifies what is inside the box set perfectly. With the side being exactly the same, as you can see on the back, again, it's got a list of all the films that are on this box set, the bonus disc, and the 50 years logo, of course, this time in gold. And then we continue with the same layout. Again, you've got Roger Moore there on the left, then you've got Octopussy, A View to Kill. Now moving on to Timothy Dalton there, aka Rassilon for any Doctor Who fans, because I just simply had to mention that he was Rassilon. And then we've got The Living Daylights and License to Kill, one of my personal favourites. Then we've got my first Bond here, Pierce Brosnan, with GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies. Then we've got Pierce Brosnan again with The World Is Not Enough and Die Another Day, another personal favourite with Halle Berry. Jesus Christ. Next up we move on to the current James Bond, which is of course Daniel Craig. We've got Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. The less we talk about that, the better. And on the final page there, a lovely little illustration of all of the Bonds next to each other there, which is a great look. And then you've got 2012, this lovely little gap for Skyfall. It even says this space is reserved for Skyfall. and then you've got the bonus disc with all them features on. And I just love how all the other discs are simply black, and yet the Skyfall one is white, as it is to symbolise this is the 50th anniversary disc. So let's complete the box set by putting my Skyfall DVD inside. So here is my Skyfall DVD, and just like all the others, I've just noticed it's actually the same layout as all the others, which just makes it even more complete. I'm doing this one-handed, slipping Skyfall in there, just fits perfectly into this box set and into the collection. Now my Bond 50 box set is truly complete. So to conclude my review of the Bond 50 Blu-ray, it is outstanding. It is the most beautiful box set that I own, and I think with the features inside, it is probably my favourite when it comes to content as well. It is without a doubt the perfect collectible for any James Bond fan out there, so if you are an avid Bond fan and you do not have this set yet, I couldn't advise you more. Go out and get it right now. It looks outstanding, the gold and the black and the silver. It just personifies James Bond. Every single detail that has been put into this box set has a hint of James Bond. The colours, the slickness of it, you know, the glossy paint, just how simple the black is, even down to the detail of each box set. The classic Bonds are in black and white, the more modern Bonds are in gold. Every single detail and every single little thing that they've put into this box set has a meaning, and it has relevance to the main character and the franchise, and I just love that, you know. It just personifies James Bond in the perfect way. And like I said, with content, you cannot complain. The Blu-ray is at least going to be 80 quid. You get 22 films on Blu-ray and over 120 bonus features and a bonus disc on top. That works out at £3 per Bond movie. How can you go wrong? Yes, the DVD release is only about 40, 50, 60 quid at least, but it doesn't look as good, and it doesn't personify Bond anywhere near as much as this does. It just looks like a box set that has Bond DVDs inside. It's much more clunky, much more ugly, it doesn't have as much space inside, but it takes up more space on your shelf, and I think it is just a lot more ugly, whereas this is perfect for the box set and the franchise, so I could not advise this more. So please do like this video if you have enjoyed it, guys, and subscribe to Hermits United if you haven't already, and please do comment below your thoughts on this box set if you have got it or if you haven't got it, and also comment below if you want to go out and buy this now, and also why not comment below your favourite James Bond and your favourite movie as well. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching this review, and I'll see you guys next time.